let you go, 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 go. I'll never let you go, 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 go. I'll never let you go, 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 go.
Alrighty, so we are back with another episode of Before We Forget. I have my special co-host and my favorite person here. It is Miss Tina again, everybody.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here.
How you feeling?
Wonderful.
We have filmed a couple episodes now. People are loving you and enjoying you. How does that feel?
More relax.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yep.
That's good. Okay, so it's the top of the year, and you know people have taken down their Christmas trees and all of their holiday, memorabilia. How are you feeling getting into the new year?
Well, getting into the new year brings back memories. I have to be honest because of my oldest grandson
Oh yeah.
passed in January the 2nd of 2020.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on that year, but I'm trusting God and for getting me through that period of time and just getting me through the year.
So do you think that the top of the year is like always hard for you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I think
Ever since Brandon passed.
Yeah.
And that year I also lost Dad. He passed that too. And also we had a lot of loss in that year.
2020 was a horrible
It was
year.
horrible.
2020 was
Yes,
a horrible year.
it was.
There was COVID. We had 4 deaths in the family.
Yes.
It was. I think it was horrible. Like I couldn't even. 2020 was a horrible year, but I think that I've gotten back to like a baseline of what feels normal.
Right.
2020 felt like it was out of a comic book. Felt like my villain origin story.
Yeah, everybody just wanted 2020 to be over.
Yeah, it
and
was horrible.
Done with. Yes.
It was horrible. Did you get COVID at all?
I did.
Did you? How long were you? How long? Did you have?
I got COVID. And I just had to stay in for
A couple days.
5 days.
So
Then it was 5 days. Yeah.
I was living with you in 2020,
Yeah.
and we were not friends during COVID. Let me tell you why.
While we
Because
were-
y'all, I came in the house and she sprayed me with lemon juice. I was so sticky by the time it was time. You do remember that?
I remember that.
You-
I was spraying everybody that came into
Could
my
you
door.
imagine that? We could. I mean, anything that we were doing. I came in the house. She sprayed me with lemon juice. It was. Do you regret that?
No, I don't.
I don't either. It's a good memory. It's
That
actually
was
funny.
a good memory, yes.
Yeah, it's funny. What do you remember where you heard that from? That spraying people with lemon juice. People were going insane. Donald
were-
Trump told
Yeah.
people to inject bleach. People were going insane
No,
during COVID.
No, but I don't know who told me that, but all I know is made my solution of lemon juice and sprayed everybody that came through my
It was
front door.
the
Yeah.
worst. It
Yeah.
was the worst. So, but I was a good trooper of it. I stood there, and then I went and showered afterwards. We had to like take our outside clothes off, put them in bags. I think we were all just on edge.
Everybody was.
I
'Cause
had never
nobody wanted
experienced
COVID.
nobody did. I
wanted-
never experienced anxiety until after 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so 2020 was a horrible year. We can all agree. 2026 is going to be a great year. In 2026, you will be 76.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Whew. Well, besides of the aches and pains,
Well, I get them at 30, so
yeah. Besides
31.
of the aches and pains, I mean, I feel great.
yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like too much attention brought to me.
Yeah.
Never did. I
Yeah.
never did.
I can understand that though. I think. Do you think you're more of an introvert? Like, do you prefer to be quiet and by yourself?
Yeah, but
Or do you
mainly
draw energy? It's about where you draw energy from. Do you draw energy when you're by yourself or when you're around a lot of people?
when I'm around a lot of people?
You know, it's crazy when I'm around a lot of people, my energy is drained.
Really?
I need to be, so I'm more of an introvert in the way that, like, to recharge, I have to be alone. I can't, like, people, it drain me.
Wow.
So, like, even though I'm really social, people think that I'm social because that's where I get my energy from. No, no, no. I need to go home and go to sleep and just be stilled away for a moment.
I enjoy being around people.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I do too, but it can just be draining.
Yeah.
And maybe because in some of the places, like I go, people are like needing something
And
from
they're
me.
pulling at you. Yeah.
So I think maybe
yeah.
that's really the draining part about
Right.
it, you know.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna get into our first segment again,
Okay.
and that is the Before I Forget. Again, this is a segment and an opportunity where people can they can air their dirty laundry if you want to, or you could just tell a fun fact about yourself. I'm gonna always err on the side of hearing dirty laundry. Okay, I'm gonna tell stories that I don't even think the family knows, or maybe they do, but we won't say names.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember when we were living over near the golf course?
Yes.
We have stories. We have stories. I'm nervous telling this. We were living near the golf course, and you were downstairs doing laundry. You know what story I'm about to tell?
I know what story you're
Okay, you
about
wanna
to
finish telling it?
tell. You want me to tell? You don't
Yeah,
want
go.
me to
No,
tell
I want
it.
you to tell it. Go ahead.
Where- I went downstairs to do laundry, and I found this. You want me to say?
Yeah,
the
go
name?
ahead.
I found this condom down there. I said, Terrence.
Yo, there were easily 5 culprits in the house that it could have been. Somehow
said-
she knew it was me.
I said, Terrence, where did this come from?
Did you find any relief that at least I was practicing safe sex?
Yeah, but I just. Yeah, but I just wanted y'all to,
To do the right thing.
yes,
To
Say
wait
it.
until marriage.
wait until marriage.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that was just me. I just felt like you all weren't doing anything. I was shocked when I saw that. I was shocked.
Well, you know, actually, I play a lot. I really wasn't a crazy kid. A lot of times when I was literally with my friends, we were like doing like church stuff. But I think that, you know, but also like you were parenting me in your grandparent age. And so like maybe because, you know, I think when you're a grandparent, you're more lighthearted and stuff like that. I feel like Aunt Tavia, was she would have been that way with you guys? I feel like she was on y'all. Yeah. I mean, you were always sweet, but I think you were more on them than you were on us. It was more so like,
But I think it's a different, when you're raising your children, when you're raising your children, then when your grandchildren come around,
yeah,
I think they do. They get away with more.
yeah, for sure.
They do.
We got away with stuff. There's a lot of things that I probably have put in the back of my mind that I don't even remember. But I didn't do anything like super crazy, and I was never really good at hiding my stuff, so you would find out anyway, or I would just tell you.
Yeah.
So-
One thing I can say about you, you were honest. You were honest.
Heard it here first, guys.
Yeah.
I'm honest. Yeah, I think that I kind of just felt like when here's the truth, and I want to commend your parenting. When I feel safe, I think it's easy to be honest. When I don't feel like, on the other end of it is like some kind of a lashing out. It's easy to just be honest.
Right.
And I think that's where
right.
like a lot of people kind of mess up. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my before I forget. Which you told it for me. So when I was a kid, I was practicing. Well, I wasn't a kid. I was probably like 20, 21. Maybe.
Yeah. I know you told me this story. We were out for dinner one night, and you told me this story about you. I said,
Oh yeah.
I never knew.
We'll tell that. We'll tell that at a later date.
We're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that.
No, we are going to tell that story, but we'll tell.
Because
I need to build up the courage to tell the world.
I was surprised and shocked. Terrence, you did that?
I'm telling you. Listen, I told you the story in confidence, and
So we're going to let it stay in confidence. We're going to let it stay
no,
there.
it can come out. But not right now. I think maybe episode 5. Episode 5 it'll come out. Yeah, but I think that I feel like sometimes people try to run from those experiences, but I think those experiences shape us in some way, shape, or form. Like you do stupid things. You don't have to say them unless you want to. But is there like anything stupid that you did when you were young? He's like, boy, I was stupid when I did this. You don't have to say it. You could just yes or no.
Of course, there were
Yeah.
a lot of stupid things that I've done.
I'm telling you.
And then you ask yourself, you look back on it, why did I do that? You mean tell me I was so stupid to
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah,
know?
I've asked myself, what was I thinking? And
Right.
the only real response is that I wasn't.
Right.
So I've been in
Right.
those spaces for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any New Year's resolutions, like anything that you want to do, accomplish in a year, like anything that you want to do for sure?
Yes, I want to travel.
Oh, where do you want to go?
Maybe
I want you to go out the country.
I want to go where Tavia's been talking about Aruba.
Oh,
Wow. So I want to go with, I think I'm going to take her up on that.
okay.
Yeah.
Just so you want to go somewhere, somewhere warm, tropical.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's nice. Anywhere else you want to go?
And then I have family in Florida, my children in Florida.
I mean, we love Florida. We love our family
But
down there.
I love Florida.
What, like a different vacation though besides Florida? Like, well, you should go to Vegas.
Nah. Not Vegas. Now I would
No.
like to go to Hawaii.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. What about like St. Thomas?
Oh,
What about
St. Thomas,
the Virgin
yes.
Islands?
Yep,
What about the
Yep.
Caribbean islands?
St. Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be good. So you want to go somewhere that's warm? Would you go on a cruise?
No.
You, I don't. I'm the same way, but I'm kind of committed to facing my fears. So I think if I go, would you go?
I would, because let me tell you, for years I did not want to fly.
Yeah.
And with Tavia
Mhm.
and my grandchildren, they decided that, we were going to go to Florida.
Mhm.
It was 4th of July.
Yeah.
And Tavia planned it. And, I got on the plane.
I heard you did
And
really
I
good.
overcame the
Okay.
fear of flying.
Yeah, because now when we fly, you're
Yeah.
more resolved than I am.
Yeah.
I'm on the flight having panic attacks, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And actually, if you were on the flight afraid, I would be more calm, because I would feel like, okay, I gotta be calm for you.
Right.
But now that you're calm for you, like I'm scared. I hate flying.
I think when I flew, I had Tavia, CJ, all of us were there. We were on
Oh.
that, and just being with, I knew I had my family with me
Yeah.
and whatnot. I felt, and of course, trusting in God,
Yeah.
having the faith in God that,
Yeah.
He was going to take us to and from our destination safely. I was okay.
Yeah, I've thought about flying before, and I thought, like, what will I do if the plane goes down? So just fun fact, guys, you can take a parachute as a carry-on. Do what you do with that information. In my mind, in my psychotic mind, if the plane started going down, I was going to open the door, and I was going to jump out with a parachute, and I was going to land to safety. I cannot imagine, like, that terror. There's I saw like a simulation flight that they have in some airport where people can go. I think it's at the airport. I could be wrong. They go to this like exhibit in the airport, but it's like a simulation flight. So they're not
Right.
really up in the air, but it's like they are. And it simulates a plane crashing. And they do that, if I'm correct, they do that at the airport. That's insane to me. My mind could not handle that.
Me either.
I couldn't handle that.
Nah.
So you want to travel more for 2026?
Yeah.
All righty. Well, if you want to take me on any of those trips, please let me know. I'd be happy to go.
If I want to take you,
Yes.
you take me.
I would be happy to go. This is just me trying to offset the cost. So if you want to pay for me to go, I'll be happy to go. Yeah, I want to go to some trips that are a little bit more, like, sure, warm climates and stuff like that. But I think I might want to go to some areas that are, like, up in the mountains, like the Swiss mountains. I might want to go up there where it can still be pretty warm. But I think I want to go up there just to kind of see some beautiful landscaping and stuff like that. Something that feels a little bit more calm. You want to hear my 2026
Yeah.
goals?
Where do you goes?
My 2026 goals are to remain super consistent with my music career, to see a lot of growth and success with that.
Okay.
Really continue to build a brand that people can identify with and relate to. Um, I want to create music that people, load into their library. Like those Saturday morning songs. The Aretha Franklin type songs. Like I want to create that music that exists in people's memories. And so those are the things I want to do. I want to get more busy in the gym. But that's really it. There are a lot of other things I want to discuss, but I can't say it just yet. So that's my 2026 goals. So this is year 76 for you. And what do you think has been your biggest lesson? If you could just find just one through your 76 years.
Through my 76 year. Wow. Ooh. Through my 76 years, I really can't think of anything at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing that there's not one lesson that's like popping out to you.
No.
Because, maybe that means,
No.
God has been good.
I mean, just stay consistent and, what I do and, working for the Lord,
Yeah.
that's my main focus. Is,
Yeah.
Staying focused, staying rooted and grounded
Yeah.
in God's word
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Does it feel weird saying 76?
No, not really.
Because, for some reason in my mind, whenever I think of your age, I know how old you are. But whenever I think of your age, I immediately go to 50. I don't know why.
Really?
You still a jazzy 50-year-old.
Well, thank God. Yeah. Thank God.
Are you open to, we kind of talked about this a little bit at 76, are you open to trying new things, or are you finding yourself getting more settled and comfortable?
I think I'm getting more settled and comfortable.
Oh, that's good.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't see anything new
Okay.
that, I want to pursue.
Are you open to trying new things? Like if something sparks your interest? So you said traveling out of the country.
Maybe
That's good.
Traveling, yes. Again, retiring.
Oh, retiring?
Retiring.
What does life after retirement look like?
You know what? And I think that's why I haven't retired yet, because so many people, and especially my children, Mom, when are you going to retire? But I know if I retire, I'm just going to be It's,
Yeah, you don't
a lot
wanna
of
sit
people
idle.
sit, and after they retire, they just sit, and then to me, they go to waste.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and you still
You
got
gotta
so much.
stay busy,
Yeah, you still got
you
so
know?
much to live for
Yeah.
and to, be vibrant about. So maybe we should figure out what your life afterwards is gonna look like. Get your social group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because you have family, you got friends, you got all that stuff. So maybe it's just about figuring out what that's gonna look like for afterwards. I have in my mind a picture of what I want your life to look like.
Okay, well, what's in your mind? Tell me.
I want you to be bi-coastal. I want you to live in 2 locations. I want you to have a house here on the East Coast and then one on the West Coast. And you be able to fly whenever you want to and come back and forth as you please. But you also got some family that's over in LA with you. I'll be over in LA with you. You got family over there and then you got family over here, so you'll be able to go back and forth. Money is not a thing for you, so you'll be like, just living the life you want to live.
I mean, because God has truly blessed me.
He has.
He has truly blessed me. Yeah.
But there are people watching that might have crazy ideas. So we just gonna act like we don't have money, just in case we are poor. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not going to speak that out of
Okay,
my
sorry, yes.
I'm not speaking
Yes, ma'am.
that out of my mouth. I'm not poor because I'm the daughter of the Most High King. Yes.
Somebody
Yes.
stitched this with an organ in the back. No, that's good. No, seriously. So that's what I think I want life to look like for you. I think just like you living a life where you are just having so much peace and just doing whatever you want to do. Like I think that's like I get a kind of high off of the idea of you just traveling and doing whatever you want to do, and like your life. While we love it, we love that your life centers around your family and kids. But like knowing that your life is like you have your own life and it's not just about us.
No, it's not just about you all. But and I do. I make my life surrounded with
Yeah.
you all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how much I love my family.
Oh,
You
we love you
know,
too. We love you too.
I love you guys,
Yeah.
and
Okay, so you said at 76 you are kind of open to trying new things, but you feel more settled in. Would you get a tattoo?
no, I would not get a tattoo.
Even if we all, as a family, went and got something little.
Now, I'm not a tattoo person, but I want to ask you, what's your favorite tattoo, and
Oh,
what were your thoughts when you got the tattoo?
oh, that's really good. This my favorite one is this butterfly right here,
Okay.
and it says Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So it's a whole idea of the caterpillar becoming the butterfly or the moth, depending on what kind of person you are. But so yeah, so this is my favorite one. But I've always had a thing with animals in nature.
Okay.
So for me, these all represent something different. So the tiger is kind of like an ego thing.
Okay.
So like, tigers are the largest. Did you know the tigers are the largest big cat? So they're bigger than lions. But they also are individuals. So like, tigers don't exist in a pride. They are by themselves.
Okay.
So it's rare to see multiple tigers together, and if you do, it's probably a mother and her children. And so I kind of identify with this because I feel like I'm always like alone, like an individual. I don't feel like alone, lonely, but so yeah. So I love this tiger. You want to name him? I need to name him.
Name your tiger.
Yeah. Okay,
No.
we'll come back to it.
No,
we'll come back
'cause
to
I'm
it.
not.
So then I have an elephant right here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. I have an elephant right here, and elephants to me just represent wisdom and grace.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's why I got the elephant.
Strength.
Yeah, strength, grace,
Okay.
resilience. You know, that's what elephants represent to me. And so I'll probably finish this out, and then probably get my whole leg done from my ankle all the way up. I know. It's gonna be fun.
I just don't like tattoos. To me, you're marking
You're marking up your body.
as you marking up your body. This is God's temple.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about people when they get veneers, like when their teeth are messed up and they get new teeth? Because that's the teeth
Yeah,
God
but
gave them.
That's different.
No,
Terrence.
it's the same thing.
It's different.
Why do you think it's different?
I mean, you're fixing your teeth up. You know,
Because you want to
okay.
look.
You want to look, but tattoos, nah.
Yeah, I didn't like my bare arm. That's why I'm hiding this other one back here. No, I do understand.
I
think
mean, to each his own.
To each his own,
If,
yeah.
if you like tattoos, that's your thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me.
No,
I would not get a tattoo.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think when? Do you remember when I came in the house and I had my ears pierced? You didn't know I had them pierced for like a month.
I didn't.
She didn't know.
Because I'm going to go back to the old school women.
Oh yeah, only women wore.
I think women.
Women only wore it in, what was it? Men only
rings.
wore it in the left ear. What was it? Some stupid stuff. It's so silly. I think it was silly.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was a new thing to see men wearing earrings and nose rings.
yeah, it's so crazy because my generation isn't the first to do it. Ontavia's generation. Well, we are the same generation. Sorry. Yeah. So.
But no. Wait a minute, yeah, because
And, like, even-
Bryant, Bryant had the earring.
Yeah, and even like in the '80s, men were wearing crop tops and long dangly earrings. It was a thing.
You know what? I can't remember that.
I'll show you some pictures. It was good.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a good time. They were having a great time. Okay, so let's do some rapid fire questions. Let's just kind of go off of some stuff talking about the top of the year, and then we'll get into our hot topic. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, so rapid fire. Are you a planner or do you like to go with the flow?
Well, I like to plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. New Year's resolution or discipline. Let me explain what I mean. Some
Okay.
people set new goals for the year, and some people just say, "This is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna discipline myself to always do this. I'm not just gonna try to go to the gym because it's a new year, or try to eat clean because it's a new year. I'm gonna discipline myself that this is a new way of living." So, are you a fan of New Year's resolutions, or discipline?
Discipline.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, discipline. I do. I want to go to the gym. I really do.
Oh, let's go.
I want to go to the gym. I want to tone my body up. When you get older, and
Period.
then it's hard for you to lose weight.
Yeah.
And the last time I went to the doctors, they told me you need to lose weight. Yeah.
And tell them I said, "Shut up."
I,
Tell them don't talk to you like
no.
that.
I need
Well,
to
I don't
lose
know.
a
You
few
called me
pounds.
fat. I don't know.
That's
You
a
called me
different
fat.
Terrence.
I think you look great though.
Yeah.
I think you look fantastic. I
But
think
when
you
you-
look beautiful.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But when you get older, you want to keep your weight down.
Yeah.
You do.
Okay, we can go to the gym. We can go to the
Okay.
gym, but I think it's also like just clean eating, watching what you eat.
Right.
sometimes
Yeah,
trying
and
to
watching
detox.
your diet. Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably carbs a lot too, more
Right.
than because you don't eat bad. It's probably more.
my problem, to be honest, my problem is the munchies at night. I gotta discipline myself on that.
But see,
I
I'm a
do.
bad influence because I'll get this stuff for you. I'm your supplier.
Yeah.
I get because I just feel like have it. Yeah, like I'll do the things. Like Christmas this year, I'm probably gonna get you a bunch of sweets and stuff.
And
Yeah.
just you and Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb works at Giants now, and he be bringing these snacks in to me. So I gotta keep him out the house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think everybody has their thing. So
Yeah.
that's your thing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
Oh, my favorite dessert is pecan pie.
Oof.
Yeah.
Spoken like a
That's
baby boomer.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Really?
But I like pecan pie. I like sweet potato pies.
Is okay.
Yeah.
So is it pecan or pecan?
I say
Generational debate.
pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pecan too, only because I was
Right.
raised by you. But most people think it's pecan pie.
Pecan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. So let's hop into we spent a little bit of time up there. Let's hop into our hot topic. Okay, so the hot topic for today is the art of becoming. What it's like to become who you envision yourself to be. So I'm gonna start with a quote by Michelle Obama. Okay, from her book called Becoming. Michelle Obama said, former First Lady Michelle Obama said, "Now I think it's one of the most useless questions an adult can ask a child. What do you want to be when you grow up? As if growing up is finite. As if at some point you become something and that's the end." So do you think at this point, at 76, do you think that there is still more, dare I say, growing up to do? Like more to explore, more to learn, more to engage? Or do you feel like you have reached the point of, and I don't mean grown as in like, somebody telling you what to do, but do you feel like there's still more to learn?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I feel like there's more to learn. Where I am in my life at the age of 76, I mean, there's more.
Yeah.
There's more to
Yeah.
life,
Yeah, I think that I think for me, I find myself often trying to like strike this balance between being grateful for like what I have and what I know and wanting more. So I certainly am in a position where like I want more. Did you always know, talking about becoming, did you always know what you wanted to do in life? And do you think that you are doing what you always dreamt of doing?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you dream of doing?
I really dreamt of being teaching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. So take me into like little you. When did you realize that this is what you wanted to do? And then can you walk us through like any steps in that journey when you realized, any steps in that journey when you found yourself becoming what you wanted to do? So you said you wanted to be a teacher. Did you realize that when you were younger?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. And then, as I said, when I branched out from um, the working as a nursing assistant in the hospitals,
Mhm.
and then working with Aunt Carla. And remember, after Aunt Carla, I had my own center.
I didn't know that.
I did. I had my own center,
I didn't know that.
but it was in my home.
Oh, okay, okay. How long did you do that?
Wow. I think I did that for it was about 3 years.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then after that, and what made me stop, because I was in the city and I wanted to
Oh.
move from the city, and I ended up moving from the city to the county, and my children couldn't go with me
Mm.
because I was out in the county.
Yeah.
So that's when I decided, so, okay, to go to Child Care Windsor.
Okay.
And
Which is
yeah.
the job you're in now.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been there for almost 40 years. You said
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Do you think that you've always known that you were living the life that you dreamt, or did you ever like lose sight of it? So, I tell a story of when I was 23, I had an inclination that like I would be in front of the world. And I just thought I would be so famous, like, cause that's how I interpreted it as a teenager. But by the time I was 23, I became Jamal Bryant's worship leader, and it, in some way had been on a platform that I think was bigger than anything I had ever been exposed to. And I realized that there were people seeing me from, different walks of life and from around the world, even on some days. And so I think I didn't realize that I was standing like in the middle of what my promise of my life was, or what I was trying to become, until after it happened. So do you have any moments where like maybe you couldn't see with clarity, where you were, where you wanted to go? I'm sorry, where you were, and how where you were in that moment was where you had wanted to go before?
Not really, because, and as I go back and think, Elder Foster had, and you really didn't, and I really wasn't thinking.
Elder Foster is, for people that,
Elder Foster is,
what's his relationship to you, to your children?
he's my daughter's, he and Sister Foster, they are Octavia's godparents.
Okay.
And as I said, Elder Foster used to pick us up when your mom, Terry and Sean, when they were little. He used to pick us up and take us to his house for Bible study and whatnot. And, the things that he saw in me, they saw in me. And he would say to me, well, you're doing missionary work right now. And Lord and behold, when Mary called me and asked me, that my mind went right back to when he told me that I was doing missionary work. And she called me and asked me to be a part of the missionary team, at the church. And I said, wow. And it was like God was showing me that he had
Oh,
more.
I see.
Yeah,
I
he
see.
had more for me.
Yeah, I think that like we can all have moments where like we forget maybe whatever our destiny, our purpose is, until it's too late. I'm sorry, not until it's too late, but like we've kind of bypassed maybe what the height of it is, and then we're like, oh shoot, I didn't even realize, or maybe God still has a plan for me. So I certainly understand that. I think I've been
Yeah,
I've been in places where I feel like forgotten and all that stuff,
yeah.
and it can be pretty tough. And I think that like I've always had, tell me if you agree or disagree, I've always had like a go get it kind of a mentality. I think I've always just gone after what I want to go after, and so on and so forth. Do you think that I'm that way?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of been that way, and I'm curious about like where that might come from. Like if that comes from you, if that comes from one of your siblings, one of your parents. Like who was? I know you said some time ago that your father always told you guys not to depend on anybody else. Where do you think we get this sort of go get it?
I
nature from?
think it really comes from me because of what my dad instilled in us
Yeah.
as his daughters,
Mhm.
you know. And I do remember going back. It just came back to me as I was going through something, and my dad had passed, and my dad had came to me in a dream and said, "You ain't got no business going through this."
Mhm.
Yeah.
How old were you when your dad passed?
Wow. I was 14.
14.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you remember that moment vividly and clearly? Because
Yes.
I lost a parent when I was 12. So.
Yeah, I do. I remember when I lost my dad. Whew. And then a year later, my dad and my oldest brother, my oldest brother had passed a year after my dad.
Oh, I didn't know it was that close. And it's so interesting because you don't have the same dark sense of humor that many of your grandchildren have when it comes down to death and things like that. We have a very dark sense of humor, and you are very like not not that way. We crack jokes all the time that are crazy. So how did you cope with like? How do you cope? How did you cope at the time with like losing so many people back to back?
Wow. You know, I remember because I go back to when I was younger when my dad passed. But when Creisha passed, when your mom passed, I remember the night that I got the call that she had passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Lord, I can't do this. But then I stopped.
Mhm.
And I said, God, if you give me one day at a time,
Oh,
one
that's
day
good.
at a time,
That's really good.
I know I can get through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a like. I think for me, like the dark sense of humor is my way of one day at a time.
Yeah.
Dealing with what you can deal with what you have. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I think humor is medicine for me and for a lot of people.
And then knowing too that, when I asked God, knowing that you all had lost your mom.
Hmm.
And I remember they say when you're leaving, but your mom told me, she said, Mom, I don't think I'm going to be here long.
Yeah, it was creepy. She used to tell us that too.
She would say that, and I would say, Creisha, no. I said, tell God,
Yeah.
talk to God, ask God to let
Well, I
you
think
be
God
here,
talked to her and told her, and that maybe that's how she knew
That-
because she told us.
to let you live till your children grow.
Yeah.
And but it was God had taken her, and I knew I had you all. You all helped me through.
Mm.
You really did. Just
Yeah.
having you all
Mhm.
and knowing that you all had to be taken care of and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you did a phenomenal job with helping us, rearing us up and helping us, grow through it. I think sometimes I laugh because I see certain behavior traits in us that I don't necessarily see in you. So I have two schools of thought. Either the behavior that we're showing is you before you were saved, or
I,
or it came from my mother, which is still your fault. It's still your fault. Because I think you are incredibly silly too. But I think we push the bounds on jokes. And I think you're very,
okay, elaborate on that. You think I'm silly?
yeah, I think I think you're fun. Like you're fun.
Okay.
You like to laugh. Because that's what we do most of the time when we're together. We laughing.
Right.
So I think you like to laugh. But I think we push the bounds on jokes a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're very safe.
Yeah.
I've caught in her saying a couple jokes that were a little like, you know what I mean? We won't say it. We'll edit this part out. I've caught in you giving a few jokes that were a little, so.
Okay.
All right. So, here's our special question, a mystery question segment. You ready?
I'm ready.
So I'm not revealing to you who asked the question. I'll reveal it to you afterwards. I'll just ask the question, okay?
Okay.
But it came from one of your children,
Okay.
okay? Or Jake, the producer. Okay. Which one of your kids gave you like the biggest headache? You can be honest.
Be honest, your mother.
I know. You want to know something that's funny?
Right.
Surprisingly, she's the one of your kids that gave me the biggest headache too. So That might be a shocker, but she gave me a big headache too.
Yeah.
What did she do that gave you a headache?
She was mouthy.
Yeah.
More mouthy, and I cannot stand mouthiness.
Yeah.
Talking back, I did not
Yeah.
like that at all.
Yeah. I think we all were kind of talkative. I think we got that from my mom. Because she
Yeah,
used to
but
tell us
sh-
all, like, to
Yeah.
shut our mouths.
Yeah, but she was mouthy, word for word, and you know, just not listen. I remember her dad asked her one time. She had lipstick, all this red lipstick on, and Dad asked her. He said, "Why you got all that red lipstick?" She said, "Bruce like it."
Oh. This was before she had Brandon and Brittany? Bruce was her first baby daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he
But
liked
anyway,
it.
yeah.
2 kids later.
So,
How you talked about Granddad a little bit. We hadn't really talked much about him. We lost Granddad in 2020.
right.
How did you know that he was the one?
Well, we were neighbors, really.
Oh,
We were neighbors,
Okay.
yes. And he used to see me walking down the street, and he did. He said, "That's gonna be my wife." That's what he told me. Yeah.
what you had on? Did you have on a short skirt?
No, I did not, Terrence.
He said
No,
that's how you
I
get
did
him.
not. And he used to come over. We were living on Spring Hill, yes. And I would come out and I would sit, and he would come over and sit, and we would just talk.
What
Yeah,
y'all
why
talk
not?
about? This is so interesting. I'm so intrigued in a young bubby. Granddad's name is Roosevelt Theodore.
Roosevelt,
I know. I say Roosevelt because I'm silly.
Yeah.
Roosevelt Theodore Robinson,
Uh-huh.
the third. Was he a third?
He was the third, And he just had a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Great sense of humor. And I loved the way he came in, and Creasure, Terry, and Sean. How
He
he
took in
just
your 3 kids
took them in. Yeah.
and loved them as his own.
Yeah, loved
One
them
thing
as
I
their
loved
own.
about Granddad when we were younger, Granddad was just very silly. He was very playful. He was very childlike.
Yes, he
and like
was.
as a child, especially as a young boy, seeing a older man being silly and lighthearted and playful
Right.
is incredibly refreshing because you don't often see that. He got a little bit more rigid as he got older.
Yeah.
but when
Yeah.
he was younger, those are good memories. So what happened that you knew he was the one though? So he told you,
That I was going to be his wife. Yeah.
but what made you say, I'm gonna be this man's wife?
I mean, praying,
Okay.
through prayer, praying and ask God if he was the right one for me.
Yeah.
And,
Did you ever have a moment? So God obviously told you yes, he was the
Yeah.
right one for you. Did you ever have a moment where you was like, God, I believe you lied?
no, Terrence, no.
No, because I think that that's what relationships go through. You have a
Yeah.
moment where you're like, God, are you sure this is the one you wanted me to marry? You never had that moment.
No, I never had that
And
moment.
Granddad he was a great man. So this is not,
Yeah.
it happens.
I mean, Granddad, he was a great husband.
Yeah,
he
he
was. Because he didn't want me to work. He wanted
I
to do
remember.
everything.
But you
And-
had to build a life for yourself, like your
Yeah, I
daddy said.
did. I just didn't want to depend on him. I wanted my own money. I just didn't want him wanted to depend on him.
Yeah.
Like for an example, if I wanted to go out and buy me a new outfit,
Right.
I don't want. Well, I need this.
Yeah.
You
You didn't
no.
want, that's fair. You wanted your autonomy. Can I tell them about how amazing of an arguer Granddad was? He taught me something so good.
Go ahead.
So I used to get a kick out of hearing y'all fight, and it would never really be an argument. It would just be like little spats. So she would say something, you would say something to him, and he just reflected and mirrored everything you said.
Yes.
You would say, Bubby,
Why you do that?
Bubby, why didn't you wash this dish in the sink? Why didn't you wash this dish in the sink? Bubby, you been sitting here all day? Why you been sitting here all day? When I say it is the best kind of clapback you can have for anybody, because what he's really saying is he didn't have anything to say in response to you. But it got under your skin so bad, and it was so funny. It was so funny. Not because it was getting under your skin, but just because that is how I would imagine a 60-year-old man would argue about stuff. He did not argue.
I would just walk away. No.
Okay, so now we're gonna get to the next grandma's hands. Okay. Your next encouraging word.
Okay. 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 Remember, fear is not of God.
Can you make, for people who don't go to church, can you make it something that's not so, that, because some people may not understand that. So can you make it something a little bit more general instead of fear is not of God? Because some people would be like, they may not know what that means. So something that's like a little bit more generally applicable. If not, it's okay.
All I know is God has not given us the
Period.
spirit of fear,
Period.
but of
Keep
power
that in.
and of a
Keep
sound
that in.
mind. That's
Keep
it.
that in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's been the encouraging word. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. Can we keep that in? Yeah, we'll keep that in. That was good. That was your encouraging word.
Yeah.
Alrighty. God has not given us spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. And I got a sound mind. Do you got a sound mind?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty.
Praise
Let's do it.
God.
Okay,
Yes.
so this has been our third episode of Before We Forget.
Before we
There we go. I'm Chandre. This is
Miss Tina.
Okay, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you can get all notifications. We will see you guys soon. Happy New Year.